Welcome back. Another story here about our favorite agency, the EPA, the Employment Prevention Agency. This is a January 5th, 2012 story. The EPA, in a compliance order, has issued a decree that is going to force property owners to face down one of the federal government's most notorious agencies at the risk of extensive legal costs or ruinous fines. Now, real quick story here. We got two homeowners, Michael and Chantel Sackett, purchased a plot of land in Idaho in 2005 with the intent of building a home. American dream time. We bought our little acre of land in Idaho and we're going to build our summer house. After the construction had begun, and the permits were already given, the EPA informed them via a compliance order. No one came out, no one talked to them. They got a registered mail letter, compliance order, that their plot had been designated a wetland and that they were responsible for restoring it to the original state along with several other duties. In other words, land that they bought, that they had clear title to, was going to be taken from them for the use that they intended it for without the due process of law. The order informed the Sacketts that they had 5 months to complete the task. Failure to comply would result in fines totaling more than $37,500 per day. $37,500 per day. With no medium through which the order could be challenged, the Sacketts were forced to decide between potentially costly litigation and abject surrender. They wouldn't give in. They're good Americans. They wouldn't give in, so they went to the U.S. Supreme Court and filed a writ of original jurisdiction and said, this is our land. You can't take it without the due process of law. We own this land. We had permits to build. You can't come in and unilaterally tell us that the purpose of our land that we bought with our money, that we earned, you can't tell us that our private property is to be taken away from us. Not only taken away, but we're to be charged for the legitimate improvement of that land to build a house for which we had permits. So the U.S. Supreme Court will hear this case. And of course, the argument here is a basic argument about the violation of the due process rights that any citizen can claim. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal and they are endowed by their Creator, by God Almighty, with certain inalienable rights, and among those are life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. The EPA cannot come in and stop you from building your dream house because some noodlehead has decided that it's a wetland. And if they want to stop you from building on your land, the only way they should be allowed to do that is to pay some multiple of the fair market price. If they spend $100,000 to buy this piece of land for their dream home and the EPA wants it, they should have to pay 5 or 7 times that price for the inconvenience of upsetting their plans. And it ought to cost the EPA $500,000 or $750,000. The idea that they can threaten two law-abiding citizen landowners with $37,500 a day in fines shows you that we have got to get rid of the EPA. The EPA must go. Department of Commerce must go. Department of Education must go. Get the UN out of the US, get the US out of the UN. We have to get rid of these socialist, long nose, get your nose in everybody else's business, get your hand in everybody's wallet. We got to get rid of these people. It is time for everybody to get behind the Sacketts and send messages to the U.S. Supreme Court and say, by God, they own that land. That's why we fought the Revolutionary War, so individual citizens could have private ownership that is sacrosanct. It's sacred. It cannot, my right to my land cannot be interrupted by the whim of a bureaucrat at the Employment Prevention Agency. That Lisa Jackson has got to go. Obama's got to go. These SOBs have to go. God bless you, and God bless the Sacketts, and God bless the wisdom of the U.S. Supreme Court, and to hell with Lisa Jackson and the